Hmm. Oh. Yes!
I don't have to wait for her to be served a chicken or anything. She's never getting that chicken. It's not happening. The disastrous accident has been completely erased. Once again, I've saved the red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynn, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Until I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied. Oh, she got her chicken after all. And she is going to town on it. Meanwhile, Lynn's appetite is apparently foremost in her mind. Golden brown chicken sits on the table in front of her. Until she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied. I didn't know you were here, Detective Ringe. Come to see me, did you? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, hi, Memory. Don't mind us. Just pretend we're not here. Why don't you try some chicken while you're here? No thanks. Just watching Lynn eat is quite enough for me. So, how'd it turn out with my ladybug? Oh, that listening device? Well, let's see. I thought the gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Sorry, we're in the middle of an important talk. Leave us to it. But you guys are the ones who called me over. Odd girl. Still not close enough. 3 rings for water, please. No, stay right there. I'm at the crucial moment with this chicken. Oh. Huh. That would have to be because he was unconscious the whole time. That happened to Lynn in the first case, too. Hmm. You've explained your side, and I understand, but there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? Slip away quietly? No can do. I'm meeting somebody here. Oh yeah, that's right. The little lady Camilla. But why do you have to meet somebody here? Special Investigation Unit is watching this restaurant. Now how can that be a coincidence? I don't know, but it is a coincidence. Hey, is it true what they say? You're still looking into Detective Jowd's case on your own. Inspector Cavanella's worried about you, you know. I understand how you feel, but just don't do anything crazy, okay? We still don't know Lynn's last name. I think. I mean, it's possible Lynn is her last name. Let's have a chat. So how's that chicken you've been waiting so long for? It's great! But, with Detective Ringe, that's his name, by the way, sitting right across from me, I mean, he was just dead a few moments ago, right? It's kind of taking the edge off my appetite. No, brother. But he's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's gonna give me a pass just for tonight. Speaking of Detective Ringe, I noticed something strange. He doesn't have a core now. He doesn't? I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody. I wonder if... When he possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right? Unconscious? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Just like you. You were unconscious the first time I saved you, too. And after I saved you, you didn't have a core either. Sissel's body, back in the graveyard, had a core. Does your own body always have a core? Powers of the dead are weird. You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Ringe to you then. But I've still got lots of questions for him. Let's talk about Jowd. What's your connection to prisoner D99, Detective Jowd? He seems like more than just a coworker. Yes, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jowd is my hero. Hero, huh? Don't hear that word much anymore. Well, it's an old-fashioned heroic kind of story. It happened 10 years ago. So Jowd saved her from a hostage circumstance, and then she went on to become a detective. Playing in the park, just wrapped my arm from behind. Then he appeared, Detective Jowd. A loud sound. I think it was the sound of a gun. It's interesting that this is being poised in a way that is unclear. We don't see the perpetrator. She says she thinks it was a gun. The gods are the ones who saved you. That's a weird thing to say. So that's why you became a detective, huh? That's right. He was my ideal of what a detective was all about. But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife. Detective Ringed works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down here tonight at this restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation. A nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though. But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the table upstairs. I hear they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party in this deal to show up now. Those two, huh? They certainly are an odd pair. Is this other party they're waiting for me? It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows any of the details of the deal except for one person. Mr. Breezy Dancer in a white suit. They say he's been watching the movements of those two for a long time. And that's her speaking. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before. Inspector Cavanella, eh? Apparently you're a real favorite of his. A favorite? Yes, well, there's a reason for that. And what's that? Inspector Cavanella and Detective Jowd were good friends. Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that. They joined the detective division the very same day. They're two very different types, but they were always in friendly competition to be the best. Jowd his design is very reminiscent of Gumshoe. That's kind of cool. The long trench coat. He also kind of reminds me of the villainous police chief from the fifth case in the English localization of Turnabout Courtroom, or Comeback Courtroom. They should have called it Comeback Courtroom instead of Phoenix Wright, because that's what it's called in Japanese. Whatever. Ace Attorney is a fine series name. I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Yada, yada, yada. Expect he changed? Yeah, since the Detective Jowd incident. And he's starting to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder. So that's how he became head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it. Anyway, Inspector Cavanella took me under his wing. Because you were the little girl his good friend had saved, huh? He really looked out for me, helping me study for my detective's exam. Bunching my exam scores for me? That goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening. So what's up with Camilla? She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried. You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camilla said. Yep, that just about sums it up. Doesn't look like being worried affected your appetite much, though. Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more a girl's gotta eat. I have to make sure Camilla stays safe no matter what. Camilla and that music box, too. That's right, that's a lead that's kind of been left behind. Oh yeah, that wooden box. That box was a present from Detective Jowd. Yes, it was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after that murder incident. He must have sent it just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything is settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said. So, what's inside? I don't know. I can't open it. That's a shame. Sissel, Did I really shoot you? Where did that come from out of the blue? I don't remember. I've tried and tried, but I just can't. Now I finally understand how you must feel, and how hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased. But who knows? Knowing the truth might be even harder. I'd rather believe there's hope myself. It's all intriguing. She just ate a whole chicken. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken. Just tell me one thing. This case you say you're looking into, is it Detective Jowd's? What if it was? I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Lynn. It's tonight. Detective Jowd's, it's tonight. His execution. But there's still time. I looked into it and I found out all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn. That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid. The execution is set for 11 p.m. It's going to happen pretty soon. It's 10 and change, right? Yeah, because this meeting started at 10, and she's eaten a whole chicken since we got here at 10 o'clock. Stay of execution. The Justice Minister. Is that the individual who's... Yeah, okay. I have an idea. Easy enough for you to say. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, little Camilla? Okay, you got it. I'll look for her. I get the feeling that somewhere down the line, we're going to find out that Camilla got killed, but anybody who gets killed tonight, there's a 24-hour window to get to a dead person and undo their death. Which does tell me that we might be able to find a corpse near the end of the game that takes us back to the beginning of the night and changes a whole series of stuff in like a big domino effect. That'd be super cool. The life of yet another person I'm connected to somehow is about to end tonight. Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jowd is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know if that fate is the wrong one for him or the right one, but I've decided to go to the prison anyway. Let's do it. Okay. Gets us through chapter 7. We're on a roll. Let's keep going. 10:55. 5 minutes until the execution. Well, if they execute him, I can also go back in time. Even under ordinary circumstances, that person has a strange atmosphere. But this time, there's something even stranger about it. An execution. With my memory gone, I don't have a clear image of what that is in my head. But even I can sense the strong feeling of foreboding that hangs in the air. I got a real selective memory. Maybe I'm too late. So, how is it going with the generator in the basement? They've lost power since then? Internal phone in the basement's not up. I just hope the rowdies don't rush the garden. We don't have any rowdies here. What's more, the one who committed the most atrocious crime isn't even here anymore at all. You promised not to talk about that. Look, would you knock it off with that weird flipping and flopping around? Can't stand looking at it. If you don't stop, I just might have to pound you. This is a glorious dance. It's been passed down in my family for generations. When you don't know what else to do, dance, dance, dance. We call it the panic dance. That's quite something. This is special detention calling from the death chamber. The internal phone is finally back up. It's pitch black down here, though, until they get the generator going again. How's it going up there? The phone's been ringing off the hook from headquarters. Oh boy. We can't let the existence of this prison become known to the outside world. We'll have to round up the prisoners somehow. Is Bailey dancing? Yep, you should see him. Take a video of it. We can all watch it together when we're done. Once the generator's back up, I'll record it with the security cam. Show some respect. There's a dead man here. That's right, me. Huh. I never saw that one coming, did you? Could've. Anyway, the generator's gonna be fixed soon, so I guess we hang tight. I guess darkness doesn't really exist in the ghost world. Even without light, I can still see what's going on. I can use the ghost world to help me find that generator. Oh, this is the guy who's digging his way out with a spoon. That's really funny. I've seen these things before, some kind of tool for turning things. It's leaning up against the wall. If I knock it over, I wonder if you'll notice. Darn, it's too heavy, it won't budge. There, look down, find the wrench, tighten the bolt, fix the generator. Going into a water drop to move down from the ceiling is pretty cool. I'm gonna guess I can use the movements of the generator to get back up, too. So with the power off, the cell's opened? What does this lever do? No telling it. I don't really know. So I don't have quite enough reach. What are these guys up to? Do you think this execution was really the right thing to do? What the heck are you saying? I mean, I know this country has the death penalty. How many years has it been since we used this chair? Yeah, I don't know. It had quite a bit of dust and dirt on it. Bet that's what happened. All that debris damaged the wiring. Well, I think it was divine retribution. Don't be stupid. The prisoner wanted to be executed. Alright, gotta get over there to his body. I guess I was too late. So they executed him before the appointed time. That's interesting. Oh, man. If there's a morgue I could get to, anybody who gets delivered to the morgue in the same night. Chair that gives shocks. Can I use that somehow? Probably not right now. See, this lever on the wall is probably for triggering, right? Maybe I need to manipulate something here. Ah. Emergency light, power distributor. This guy with a spoon. Well, sorry guys. Rip drop. Spooky, right? Thank you. Made it. Same thing here. Looks like this is just an internal phone too. It doesn't call outside. It's the only places I could go with this telephone are other phones in the building that I've already possessed. Good note. This is what's important right now. Hey, can you hear me? Unconscious. Where am I? This is the ghost world, the land of the dead, Detective Jowd. Detective Jowd. Who is that? Is that me? Oh boy, not you too. This is getting old. Guess I'll just give the usual explanation. The dead lose their memories. Oh, so I'm dead, am I? I didn't realize that. That's why you can't remember anything right now. That's fine with me. Huh? I don't like a messy room, but I hate cleaning up even more. Not having my memories is a welcome thing. Now I don't have as much trash to take out. Memories are like trash? Now that I'm dead, what do I need with memories? Things I don't need are just trash. Not to me. I need your memories. Besides, I promised Lynn I'd try to stop your execution. Lynn. It looks like I still have a few bits and pieces of garbage left lying around. I remember now. About Lynn, Jowd, and the execution. What about you? Who are you? I'm Sissel. I'm looking for my memory, or trash as you call it. Sissel. Does my name ring a bell? I think you know me. Sorry. Must not have been a very big piece of trash to me. That's alright. I guess you'll find out when you get your memory back. For now, I'd like you to come back with me. Back to 4 minutes before your execution. Probably do something to make the chair explode before he's in it. This is the past. 4 minutes before my death. That's right. You'll get to see your own execution. And then we're going to change your fate. First, can I ask you a question? Lynn told you, didn't she? About what I did. Yeah, she did. Then, is it really the right thing to do to save a guy like me? I don't know. But Lynn believes it is. Okay, let's get started. He's here eating chicken. That is where we left off with him. The last meal, I guess. Oh, a clog. Maybe that explains why everything's dripping so much in the basement in the present time. So he finished his chicken. He moves a can of soup. He goes into the wastebasket. For some reason, he doesn't use the wastebasket. He flushes this down the toilet, which would then get snagged by the prisoner next door and trigger something to happen. So the time's finally here, huh? Yeah, wonder how many years it's been. The last time, you weren't even here yet. I never thought I'd have to attend an execution, you know. I wonder why the Justice Minister suddenly signed the order. There's definitely something up with that. Hey, come on, let's just focus on our work. What if the Justice Minister's dead? That'd be interesting. And I'd have to go deal with it. It would be interesting if he was dead and I could have gone over there and instead rewound his death and as a result prevented this. That would be pretty crazy. Like, maybe this is a skippable segment. That would really be something. But wait, I need to connect to Jowd and save him in order for him to have a core, so I guess this has to happen either way. Sorry you have to go through this unpleasant experience. But what? No, oh well. I guess it's all about collecting experiences, for you and for me. Why would he refer to memories as trash? It's like his outlook is different before and after death. Ah, they do a test. So it explodes during the test and accidentally kills Jowd. That was an example of a failed execution, although the outcome was the same. Failed? They haven't carried out an execution in a long time. They dragged that old chair out from under some mothballs, and I guess it had a short. So I guess that means that if I can stop the explosion... I don't know about that. I'd just be executed as planned. I'd still wind up just as dead. Not true. We can buy a whole 5 minutes. Yeah, they all have very, very silly walks. Beats me. You're the one who came to save me. You figure it out. He's not making this easy. So the first thing that comes to my mind is I can cut the power to the chair. Right, I start at Jowd's body. There's an internal phone I can use to get over the power room, right? Oh yeah, has to be in use. In that case, maybe I need to... Oh, no, he's about to call somebody. I think I'm going to have to navigate down through the cells. Well, going there gets me out of a locked down position. So I suppose Bailey will have to call down to somebody to get this moving, right? If you're going to dance, let me know. I'll get the video camera ready. Go ahead and place a phone call. The chair is dangerous. I know, babe. That's why I don't advise you to sit on it. No, that's not what I mean. Machines like that are very sensitive to dust. If the guys throw the switch and the chair shorts out, there might be a huge explosion down there in that death chamber. Oh, come on, nothing's gonna happen. Besides, even off the off chance it does blow up, we're way up here, we'll be fine. I know, why don't we go and test it out first? No way, I don't want to get blown up. You go by yourself. If the chair blows up, the execution can't be carried out. And if there's nobody in the death chamber when the chair explodes, nobody will die. Still can't get anywhere from the phone. Unless he places a call. Is he gonna do that? He is not dialing out. Okay. So I need to find another path. Because I don't have anywhere to go from that room. So what does he do after he finishes up that phone call? Where does this guy go? There's another call. Let's check out. Let's check this out. Okay, so there was a clog that'll prevent me from going the same route I did before. Although I might be able to use the paper in the clog as a stopgap. Right? Ah, I can unclog the note. If I can get into his spoon and he goes back to digging, I know I can get down where I need to be. In the present world, 4 minutes into the future, Sausage Hedge was lying passed out in the tunnel. Guards didn't notice he was gone. So, it's right before I rang his bell to get him to move over. He always picks up his spoon when I do this. Yes, it's distressing. This character's design is beyond bizarre. It is very unnerving. I feel like it doesn't help that he has like a baby face too. It's just weird. Ugh. Okay. So I know that Jowd is going to flush his handkerchief. So does moving with the handkerchief afford me the best chance? Yeah, his napkin is going to go in the toilet at a certain point. And it looks like there's nothing else I can do that... What might this do? An O? Wait. So if there's an O, that... If I stamp that O on his napkin, and then it gets flushed... Okay, what's the proper timing for that to happen? There's got to be a point where he is holding out his napkin. He holds it out to the side, that's when I need to do the action. Then he finds out it's too full, he'll go to flush it, and the O being sent over will get the other guy back down into his tunnel, which I can use to get to the power room. So, first things first, ring this bell to get into the spoon and get into Jowd's room. Spoon. I just have to hang out here until he holds out the napkin at the end of his prodigious chicken eating. That's the last of the chicken. Hold it out. Pop. Yeah, not a problem, right? Well, now I just hang out the napkin until it gets flushed and sent over. hops over here, it'll get snagged, and he'll go back to digging. Grab your spoon. Weird, weird man. He'll pull up the note. I have plenty of time. Now I get into the spoon, and he goes back to digging. Oh, the music just sped up. Come on, get down there. Oh my goodness, all his noodly movements are awful. Little further. Yes. Okay. Kaboom! No executions tonight. Now the execution can't be carried out and your life is saved. Wait, was part of the goal here to shut down the power by causing an execution to happen? There was somebody who was telling the organization of blue-skinned, the Assassins organization, they're getting fed information by somebody who's been right about everything that's occurred over time. They have somebody with premonition on their hands. So, did they intend for an execution to take place because it would open the bars and somebody could escape? It could be a thing. When supernatural powers are at play, it can get crazy. You're a pretty daring guy. I really enjoyed myself, and I think I learned a thing or two as well. About what? By the way, is it true what the guard said? Cell bars open automatically? Yup, it's true. It's a little drawback to the system. If the entire facility blacks out, the locks are released for the prisoner's safety. But nobody thought it would ever actually happen. So in other words, now's the time to escape if you're gonna. Anyway, we managed to stop the execution. Let's get back to the present. You're still not out of the woods yet. Oh, let me give you one piece of advice. What's that? When we get back to the present, head for the spoon. Spoon, huh? You'll see when we get back, Sissel. Head for the spoon. Now the execution can't be carried out. Detective Jowd is safe for the moment. The new present has been born. However, Jowd still isn't safe from execution, of course. I guess I still have a job to do. Help a death row inmate escape from prison. Chapter 8 cleared. 11:13 p.m. So executions are normally supposed to happen at dawn, but this was set to happen at 11. There are mysterious circumstances going on at the office of the individual who manages this. Now I'm back in the present. It's completely shrouded in darkness. I can't see it, but I can feel the tension in the air. It's a state of emergency. And that's only natural. With the power failure, all of the cell bars opened automatically. Plus now a death row inmate is loose in the darkness. I did what I promised Lynn. I stopped the execution. That condemned criminal is now in just as much danger as before. Alright, like you said, heading for the spoon. But this guy is knocked out. The detective told me to head for the spoon when I got back to the present, so here I am. Is the detective just gonna come on down into this tunnel? Phew, I'm back. Thank goodness someone's flushed his toilet. That was good timing. Now to use the cover of darkness to help the detective escape. First I have to find him. Yep, it's blank. Hmm. Looks like there are hunters in this darkness. I hope they haven't found Detective Jowd. Alright, so while I can see in the dark... Huh? What's that red light? Looks like the hunter's eyes glow red. He's just hiding under his bed. He's a big guy, too. Doesn't look like escape is gonna be easy. Investigate some other areas. A blank area. Wait. A hatchback. Oh. Okay. Is it possible to get up that high? Hey, Jowd. Ah, there you are. I was wondering what I was going to do. Are you the one who made that toilet bell ring? That's right. I still had another napkin lying around. Thanks to that, I managed to make it here, but how did you know how to do that? I learned a few things about your ghost tricks during our time together. They certainly can be very useful powers, but at times not so much. I knew that if the internal phones weren't working, we'd be trapped in the death chamber area, so I quickly came up with an alternative route. A route that made use of Sausage Head's spoon and my napkin. Wow, this detective's good. Next time you praise me, go ahead and say it out loud. Anyway, it looks like it's time for a strategy. Escape strategy, huh? This could be interesting. Let's do it. So, let's make sure we're both clear. Key to my escape is this darkness. Once the basement power supply is restored, escape will be impossible. So, move under cover of darkness, huh? I know I won't have much trouble with that. But I'm afraid I won't be able to see, so you'll have to lead the way. Lead the way? Once you find a safe spot for me to move to, I want you to give me a signal. Okay, fine, but how? The dead don't have voices. Even if they did, we have to be quiet. Don't you worry about that. I have an idea. Let's just try it, and you'll see how it works. This detective likes to just dive into things, even more than Lynn does. If they find me, I imagine they'll shoot first and ask questions later. But if I die again, we can just start over, right? He says cheerfully. I don't know if you know it or not, but this is a special prison. There aren't any dangerous criminals here, except for me, that is. Yes, I did hear something about it being a special place. Yes, because of the special status, they're not prepared at all for emergencies. They have 4 timid security guards at most. I think I saw some hunters lurking in the darkness there. Those are the guards. They're wearing night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? They're special glasses that let you see in the dark. Very handy things. If I enter their field of vision, it's all over. So it's all about staying outside of the guard's line of sight, eh? Make sure you guide me to safe spots. Yeah, alright. Now about that signal I want you to give me. Oh yeah, how am I supposed to do it? I've already been dead once. I don't know if it's because of that or what, but I can sense your powers. You what? For example, you're in the bunk right now, aren't you? Wow, I'm impressed. I guess you have a sixth sense. I think it's more like a detective sense. That doesn't sound right somehow. Anyway, the details don't matter. Do you see this R here? I do now. Yeah, where did that come from? Let's use it as our signal. How will that work? If you press R, I'll sense it, then I'll move to where you are. So for example, if you move to that spoon and press R, I'll run to the spoon. Simple, right? Alright, fine. Let's start our escape plan. Just make sure you guide me to safe spots, Sissel. Okay, so I wager that I could get him under the table, probably. I feel like my goal might be to get him in between this hatch mechanism. With that hatch mechanism open, can that other guy up there even move? So that red light, that's the light of the night vision goggles on one of the guards. Use the light to let me know where the guard is. And if you watch the light closely, you can tell how the guard is moving too. Very informative in this darkness. Keep a sharp eye out for it. My guess is that the purpose of controlling the hatch mechanisms is about controlling the guard's movement. Wait for this guy to get a move on, right? Maybe not? Gonna need you to move further. Okay, so he moves a lot faster than I would expect. There we go. You can go from bunk to bunk. Okay, so I can't get much movement out of the spoon, right? Looks like there's a hunter moving through here as well. Ah, I can move with the hunter. So what else is around here? What's the next safe spot? Going up the stairs? I get the feeling that this spot below the stairs would be safe. What's with that guy up here? What are you looking at? This area under the stairs is a blind spot with guards. You won't find him here. This spot is safe. Okay, so that guy can see through something. Unclear because it's a 2D environment. Okay, back at the start. I just need to get over here. First one turns away. Fall him over. Easy peasy. We hang out in the spoon until the next hunter comes by. Jump into his backpack. We have to wait until he walks past the dude in the ceiling and manipulate the hatch, which I'm presuming will, like, make him fall or something. Or maybe the valve? Can't do anything with the valve. Okay, so this puts him onto a regular patrolling behavior. Now I'm up here. Okay, so I was still able to make it down here. I could possibly move them around by ringing the bell or something like that. Apart from that, I can get over to here, but I can't get over to the location that is referred to as safe without waiting for them to bring me up along. Wait, what happened to the other guy? Moving back up the stairs. He's moving up both sets of stairs. Yeah, I get to see him now. There we go. That was spooky. Is that guy just gonna fall on a friggin' loop? I'm gonna take a look at what he's up to. What did he fall through this time? Oh yeah, he can't see Jack, so... Yep. Probably need to close this hatch mechanism so people can walk here. Okay. So that'll allow the guard to keep moving, and I can use his bulletproof vest to keep moving on from this location. Or not. Is he just going to turn around? Okay, no, there he goes. So what am I looking at next? Calling him over to this bunk doesn't seem like it's going to be super helpful. There's a lot of space between them. Unless I can incapacitate these guards somehow. Let's get you out of the way. Sorry. These guys are spry. So... looks like these guys are more or less sharing a cycle. Got one guy down there. Just the one that's turning back and forth. Okay, so this point is like maybe starting to run. There are two guys up here. This is the one coming back to his regular area. I think I need to let him be over here for now. So let's close this hatch again. Okay, so how do I deal with this other patrolling dude? He's got a really long patrol path. And I'm expecting I need to be able to call Zhao to this bunk. It's just, like, there's no way with this guy doing the patrol he's doing. I might need to make him fall to get him on a certain timer. Do I need to make him fall and then immediately call Zhao? But I can't. I can only get to this bunk by crossing using his vest. Unless I can get another object in place. Or maybe move him in a certain way. So I think, like... So the guitar doesn't have an interaction. Drum, I can play, which seems to startle this guard. But I don't think it necessarily does anything to this other guy. No, that other guy's already moving on. Okay. So... on over there. That guy's going up the stairs. He's on his way back up. Okay, I can see cleanly from the ghost world, but not any amount of distance, because once I go to the ghost world, I can't, like, look around like this. I feel like the solution would be something about making him fall. Can I manipulate the toilet at all? No, there's no trick action related to that. So this is hatch mechanism I could open to make him fall again. I could call Zhao up over here, but there's nothing I can connect to relative to Zhao. Nothing I can do over here, right? Wait, can I... Okay, no. If I call Zhao and use this to try and get somewhere, I'm still gonna be stuck. It'd be helpful if Zhao could just, like, take down one of these dudes. Okay, so he's only going a little ways down the stairs, and then he turns right over. Unless I, like, take him out with this. He does pause on the hatch for a bit. I can jump into him during coyote timing to get down here. And then he goes right back up the stairs. So I can get him on a falling loop which I feel like it wouldn't matter unless I was able to call Jowd, like, up over here. I mean, I guess let's try it. Okay, so it has to be something closer than that. Huh. That's interestingly limited. So I can use this as a distraction. He'll investigate the hole. Does that actually get rid of that guy? That would be super useful. Please go into the hole. Okay, so I can pause him there. Okay, I can pause him there by ringing the bell, which might be important. So what else might I need to get done? So I could pause him there, and in so doing, maybe like get Jowd somewhere closer, but let's see. You're gonna fall. If I ring the bell at this time, only one guy is gonna care about it. What if I called Jowd while he's distracted? Okay, so he knows better than that. I mean, I guess that's good. So I can tell him to move there, which is probably an important stopgap. What's the next step from here? I need to get him upstairs, right? You got any advice for me? I bet you do. You're wide open. Lead me to somewhere safe then? Guards can't help but notice me where I am now. Yeah. So right now, a guard is basically going to fall on Jowd. I'm imagining that I need to... Okay, so I probably need to close this mechanism for a little bit and try to get Jowd upstairs. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen. Alright, so how the heck do I get Jowd up the stairs? Oh, that's good. It checkpoints me there. Thank goodness. The current circumstance is a bummer. So, let's see. Yeah, you say you'll go to all different kinds of places, but I cannot find a single thing to benchmark off of to get you up these flippin' stairs. So this guy is about to move on from this position. If I send this guy back over here by ringing the bell, he didn't hear it. Faster, please. Faster. Needs to be at least there to hear that. And this other guy, it seems like he's turned back on his patrol now, right? Is he not? Aha. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it. Okay. So I understand what I need to do, but the timing is tight. So I need to pin one of those guys, have the hatch open, get him up there before the guy falls through the hatch. Right, I'll need him to take me upstairs with the bulletproof vest. Picking me up. Wait for him to move on. I can open this. I ring this. Come on, come on, come on. Bulge out. Finish falling. Here. Oh, that roll. You tell to keep rolling? No go? Alright. So my way across now is to wait for him to come back over, and then I will keep on rolling, I guess. I'll need to drop the guy in the other room. Yeah, I think that was the tricky part, is getting him up into this nook. So I think I know the rest of what I need to do. It will take him a while to get up there. Cool. So I can call Jowd over next to the hatch. Stop at the right spot. Play this drum. Give you a bit of a spill. Now, can Jowd get up to here? You are an acrobatic man. You got it. Good job. So, what do you think? I'd say if we've come this far, we did it. Great job, Sissel. Whew, that was tough. And then they get power back when he's right there. You make it the rest of the way. It's theoretically out.
Huh, we just made it.
Question is, what now?
I don't have anywhere to go, do I? Maybe I'll go back to my cell.
You better be kidding.
I'm still a condemned criminal. I doubt anybody'd welcome me with open arms.
Why don't you try contacting Lynn? She went to see some justice minister guy.
So an escaped death row convict is supposed to just report into the justice minister, is that it? I kind of like that. Anyway, after all the trouble you went through, I guess I'd better run.
That'd be nice, yes.
All right, Sissel, until we meet again.
So now I've saved a condemned criminal's life and helped him escape. Was that really the right thing to do? I guess all I can do is believe in Lynn at this point. Detective Jowd was painting my picture in his cell. He knows me. I'm sure I'll be talking to him again. Ring. Guard room. Detective Jowd's "Till We Meet Again" came around quicker than I expected. When I got back to the guard room, the next fateful call came. Uh-oh.
Sissel, are you there?
Who's this?
Oh, I'm not talking to you, officer. Anyway, if you're there, Sissel, come here immediately. I'll be waiting for you, if you make it in time, that is.
Hey, wait a minute.
Onward we go.
Now, yeah, I'm gonna follow the lead. I have an idea that the Justice Minister is probably the individual whose office we were in before. Oh, this looks different. On the other end of the telephone line, the scene that greets me tells me one simple fact. Cabanela. That our great escape plan has ended in failure.
Never expected to see you here, Inspector Cabanela.
I believe that's my line, old friend.
What were you doing here?
I believe that's my line too, clearly. It's a bit jarring when the model flips. I came to attend your execution. They told me what time it was. Couldn't get into the chamber, so I was observing a moment of silence here. Looked up, my eyes full of tears. There you were, baby.
It's just the way things turned out. I took part in what seemed like a fun game. Here I am.
Here's what I wish, my old friend. Wish it was anybody but me who found you here. Because now that I've found you, man, I have to turn you in.
You have to say spotlessly clean. Thanks for coming. I wanted to say goodbye to you. As you can see, I guess I'm not going to be much help to you.
What's going to happen?
Being executed tonight is just about the only thing on my schedule, it seems.
Executed, huh? Death is pretty much meaningless to me. Anyways, I guess we'll be seeing each other again. By the way, there's something I'm looking for.
Oh, that's right, your lost memory.
You know things I'd like to know. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Return for tonight's fun little game, is that it?
I saw it, you know. That picture you were painting in your cell tonight. That was me. Which means you must know me.
Very sorry, but I can't talk to you about that now.
What? Why not?
Because I don't know your true face.
My true face?
I'm a detective. I can only talk about what I'm sure of. However, I can give you one lead at least.
A lead? What is it?
A long time ago, I gave Lynn something to hold on to for me. It was a music box. If you ever come across it, I advise you to open it. It might jog your memory.
That wooden box I found in Lynn's apartment.
And that's the only help I can give you right now.
That man pointed the gun at you right now. They say he's your good friend.
We were when we were in the detective division. It was a long time ago. Now he's the head of the special investigation, top of the elite. Getting ahead is the only thing he thinks about now. And that white coat of his is the symbol of his determination.
This white coat?
Somebody looking to get promoted to the top, what's the one thing they're afraid of most? A blot on their record, of course. Like a stain on a pure white coat. Who would promote a man with a coat covered in stains?
If it was me, I'd go with a black coat that didn't show the stains.
The world is full of excellent candidates. Even one mistake could be the end of a career.
But everybody makes mistakes, right?
Nevertheless, Cabanela has chosen the path of the white coat, and he'd do anything, anything at all, to hide his coat's shadows.
Like send his good friend to the gallows.
Because that's the right thing to do. I'm a condemned criminal, I feel. And that's why he has that gun pointed at me right now.
Is your execution really the right thing to do?
I had a fair trial, and that's what was decided. No problem there.
But still,
this is the punishment I should receive, in order to bring a final close to that case and put it to rest forever.
Lynn believes you're innocent. She's running around right now trying to prove it. Is that all you have to leave her with? No problem there?
I was sentenced to death penalty for killing my wife only. But to me, that's not all it was for.
What do you mean that's not all it was for?
I'm talking about something that happened even before this case. I stole somebody else's life.
What?
It was 10 years ago. I'll never forget it.
This is the scene where he saved Lynn. Who did he kill to save her?
I stole away the life of a man.
10 years ago, the life of a little girl. That little girl be Lynn?
She told you about that.
Yeah, she said you were her hero. Oh, I'm out of coffee.
A little girl was taken hostage. I was still young then. I didn't have any self-control. I remember asking myself at the time, Jowd, are you gonna shoot this guy? And this is what I answered. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. My hand was shaking a little. If my hand slipped, the man might die. Even the little hostage girl was in danger. Nevertheless, that was my answer. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. And the man died. I took his life. Lynn was never told the outcome. She was so young. I don't deserve to be called a hero. What I deserve is execution.
But who is this person? Still a good bit of missing detail there.
Ready to go? My arms are getting tired. You got it, baby. Time for the big show of hauling you in. Oh, that's right. Just let me make one last phone call. It's a big favor to ask so casually, my old friend. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pretend I'm not watching. I'll be listening, though. On that you can rely. Sissel, you've got your own path to follow. You better hurry.
My own path?
Lynn is at the Justice Minister's office right now, right? Might not be a bad idea to say my final farewell to him, too.
Yeah, that's the same office from before, and something's happened. I had thought about going there before instead of going to the prison. Wait, the Chicken Kitchen is next door to the Justice Minister's office? Is that why the weird organization was hanging out at the Chicken Kitchen?
Sounds like she's in some sort of trouble.
It does, doesn't it?
Go help her out, would you, Sissel? Sorry to keep you waiting, Inspector. Ready to go?
Oh, before I forget, I have a little something for you.
Is that a stopwatch? A pocket watch?
A present, if you will. There's nothing else like it, baby.
If there's nothing else like it, don't throw it. What is this? A pocket watch? Considering my situation, it's the last thing in the world I need right now.
Forgive me, man. Let's just say I'm no good at choosing presents.
Why give him a pocket watch?
This is it, Sissel. Let me just leave you with one thing. Don't trust other people's memories. Look for what you seek with your own eyes.
I'll remember that. I am starting to get hoarse now. So maybe not too much more of this left.
I managed a longer session, Earl.
They're gone. There's nothing left here. No hope. No cores either. Without any cores, I can't follow after them. It's the end of my adventure. I feel pretty dejected, but I guess I'd better go find Lynn. I'll follow the path Detective Jowd pointed out to me. Path to the Justice Minister's office, where Lynn went to try and stop the execution. get the feeling the Justice Minister's been dead since before the execution order was moved up. Cleared Chapter 9. 11:41 p.m. Now, dawn is our hard deadline for the plot, but the plot could definitely end before that. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lin at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lin about it? I just don't know. Just scroll over to a corpse. Lin is like kind of behind a desk. This time, Lin isn't dead. The atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Yup. What happened? What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost now, but... Well, how did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute, did you say but? I told Lin about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Lin's theme song is fun. Inspector Cavanella arrested Detective Jowd. I can't believe it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody's always dead. Either you or someone else. Sorry about that. So, who is that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister, the man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember, for murder? I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. We, eh? Oh boy. Let's get to it. But yeah, this is the person we investigated earlier. We took a quick peek inside his office, but couldn't find anything. It's fun the way those connections are foreshadowed. Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'd be faster to see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. So he died pretty recently. I mean, most of the deaths I get to are within the same half hour. Yeah, this is the guy. It didn't, from the pose, it didn't seem like he'd been shot. This is the conversation with his wife? Something else. I gotta know the details of that call. I would guess that he's being blackmailed by the organization. But then they wouldn't kill him. What got him? Oh, he made a second phone call. He tried to call his wife, who didn't answer. Why didn't she answer? And then he goes into a frenzy. And they literally had a heart attack. That might be hard to prevent. Tried to reach for his medicine, but knocked it away instead. So if he could get his medicine, he might be fine. Oh, that's too bad. Oof. That's rough, buddy. Well, I thought it was something like that from his pose. I was wondering if it might have been poison. Ah, he's awake.
A foolish man.
Oh, you woke up.
He's a contradiction.
Contradiction.
The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both.
I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now.
He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Maybe I should say, a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word.
I don't think this guy gets it yet. The foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction?
Harkening back to contradictions.
By the way, what's your name?
Just call me a seeker of truth.
Sidestepped that one, didn't he?
Alright. I do need... I want to keep playing because I'm on a roll. And I've got at least another hour tonight. I need to pause this. But I am going to get myself something for my throat. So I'm going to take a restroom break and then prep some honey tea. So I will be back in like however long it takes the water to boil, honestly. There we go. wildflower honey. Oh, yeah. Lemon ginger tea with about a half spoonful of wildflower honey from the bee people from over at the Ren Fair. Usually wind up getting like just one thing of nice honey every 1 or 2 years as it lasts. Honey doesn't really go bad. It crystallizes, but whatever. It's going in something hot, so it'll melt right down. It's gonna be super hot, isn't it? Yep, still over hot. It's still super hot. Not super steeped yet, but it's got honey in it, and that is going to help. Anyways, so this man's about to die. Can I... Right, so he gets one phone call. Who called him? This was the, bad people. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
We have your daughter.
Ooh. Who is this? Amelie's tutor?
Would a tutor call you at this hour?
No.
I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter.
My daughter. Is she alright? Tell me she's alright.
Hear for yourself.
What do you want? What are your demands?
I believe we already made our demand known the other day. This information leaves that room. Let's see. I'm still gonna give myself a pause on talking. I need to find out more about what's going on in the other location. And I need to find out what happened to his wife. So this is a new location. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. It's a recording. Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. So, knowing that it's a recording, we can dial back out of here. Wait, this is in that basement? Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot, and I can't use the telephone line either. It's like I fell into a trap. Okay, anyway, I think I better rethink things here. Okay, no, there's something valid here. This is inside that basement. Why is she in the basement of the super's office? Well, we knew there was something fishy going on with that. Okay, so this time we stay here, but we gained 2 important pieces of information. One piece of information is that it's a recording she's playing here. Wait, she had to press a button to trigger the recording before. Somebody else must have been in that room to play the recording. Possibly the super? Or possibly her partner. Her hairstyle is very anime.
It was a peculiar choice to make all of the evil people blue-skinned. Does still make me suspicious of that doctor. This time we'll stay here. He's going to try to place another phone call, and he's not going to get an answer. And that's the point when he'll panic. Kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack.
Such a useless man.
Huh?
A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that?
Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I better do something about that medicine. So this medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now, but unfortunately I can't even open the cap.
What a shabby excuse for a man.
Huh?
He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. What does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man.
I think you've already said quite enough. Okay, so we can flap the flag, examine the water pitcher. So what's his other phone call? Line isn't working. It only works if the other party answers. So his second phone call doesn't get an answer, and so that is stuck. Is there anything we can do while he's in the middle of his attack? Why doesn't she answer? What's the thought here? Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak.
Such a disgraceful man.
Huh?
If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand?
There wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. I feel like the flag is the only thing that seems to be interactable in a meaningful way. But I'm really not getting more distance out of it. So he's gonna knock the medicine bottle across the room. Is there something I can do with that? I can swing this sword. I can raise this arm. Raising the arm lets me get to a hanging basket that can rock and turn, a frame hanger that can be undone. So undoing that frame hanger. We're trying to create a machine that gets his medicine back to him, I think. We were able to drop an object to the ground. Dang it. What else needs to be in place? I can close this curtain. And closing this curtain gets me over here to do something else. He's already dead. I think it's clear that I need to do something drastic on this right-hand side of the room. But I have a limited number of actions that can be done.
I need to change the circumstance to buy time. Maybe there's something that can calm him down a little bit. If somebody answered the line, he would be much calmer, wouldn't he? But I don't think I can influence that. Huh. I can't go through the phone line before the discussion, right? If I go along with that, I'll get stuck. Ah, okay, it's actually kept me forward at that point. That's pretty handy. I don't know why the fan and the flag are actually interacting. Okay, so he's gonna knock over the medicine bottle. Okay, so the lowered sword arm, I can get to the curtain, close the curtain, get over here, raise this, and then... So undoing the 2 frame hangers right now seems like it might be the most interesting thing I can do, unless I need a globe that I can spin, a globe stand that I can turn. Yep, that's the, okay. So I'm imagining the knocking things down after I've gotten 2 things to fall. I might only need to make 1 object fall, but I just need to buy more time. Maybe if he could drink the water first. So if he can drink the water, would that buy him more time? So it's starting me back after the phone conversation, so it's not related to the phone conversation. Let me see it. Well, by the time he's going for the water... Okay, so there are 2 interesting principles at work here. By the time he's going for the water, the medicine is already out of the way. But I think I can do some tricks to change the circumstance, and those tricks will still happen. He knocked the phone off the hook. Does that matter? No. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Is there something I can do closer to the beginning of the sequence to move the water pitcher? So if he could get the water pitcher, I'm sure that would buy him time, but I think he needs his medicine either way, right? And that's my best guess. Flapping this flag doesn't seem to do much. There has to be some effect based on the flag, right? They can't reach anything. Okay, so let's go on the idea that I have to do something with the medicine bottle that is different and faster from what I'm doing. I think I need to get a partial solution regarding what's over here, and then
and have that suffice. So if I had to hazard a guess at what constitutes a partial solution or some kind of change, it's undoing both of these frame hangers. So I can tell that's going to make something big happen, and I have just enough time to do it. That did not do anything, did it? Nope, just dropped the thing on the floor. That's a bummer. So the medicine bottle is not high up enough to be affected by the sword swing. And I don't think there's much I can do about that, right? Oh! All I need to do is put the melon on the sword and swing it over. I substantially overcomplicated it because there's a whole bunch of stuff. So we hang out in the medicine. This got a lot more puzzling as we go. Like, there's a lot of there are enough red herring things that keep this pretty clever. Boop. Just need to raise that. Rock this. Get down to the sword arm. It didn't reach. Crap. Okay, so it wasn't that simple. I was really hoping that would just work. Yeah, that only knocks that thing down if the melon's there. It just doesn't reach. It just doesn't reach. It's not enough. Arrgh. Okay, so for now I can't think of something else to do over here. There's got to be something else in the room I can do before the medicine flies over. I really think I need to be able to do something with the water. Can't do anything with the phone or the dock. I mean, the fact the flag can flap is peculiar at this point. Like, why can't it do this? Oh my goodness. I'm having such difficulty. Does he jostle the flag at some point? When he goes for the water pitcher, does he move the flag? Okay, there's a moment where he's reaching for it, and I think I might be able to use that timing to flap the flag to set the water right. So let's try that. Which is something I literally tried to do before. I just couldn't get it to work.
Goes for the medicine. There's the water. Come on. There. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. This is going to make him take a little longer to die. He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Huh? Can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him. Fate changed. So, what does he do differently now? Does he just hang out until he finishes dying? The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. He can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I saw a path for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Yeah, where does that put me regarding the fate change? Oh, maybe I do need to go back to the beginning. I might need to be in the picture while he's drinking the water in order to get me somewhere. Okay, yeah. So, I actually am going to have to go all the way back to the beginning because I have to enable him to drink the water, and then I think I need to be in the picture so that I can get higher up. So I need to hang out in this. That's the first time I've had to do that. There's not a lot of items in the office. Knocks away the medicine. Jostles the water, set it right. While the water's being fixed, get into the pitcher. He's gonna hold it up a bit higher, right? This is our first chance to get into the ceiling fan. There. Okay, so this puts our reset point in the ceiling fan after that. I should notify people that I am going to do it tomorrow. I posted in the announcements, but I think from what I remember, they literally 5 and 5'd me. I'm just going to vote 1 to 6. Yeah, I've given a slight update there. I should have posted that 5 hours ago. Oops. Yeah, I thought about doing that at like 8 tonight, but I resolved in my mind that I wasn't going to do it today, but I definitely forgot to update people. Got too much stuff going on. Okay, so that moves papers. But wait, how do I get to a paper? Come here. Yeah. Okay. We're at the medicine. Now about this medicine bottle. If the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. How's a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? So I just have to use my head instead. Okay. Second half of the entire room.
So I suspect that I need to turn this and rock this. Put that somewhere. Do this. And do this. Go to the other side. I actually just need to see how this interacts. Put those things into place. Okay, so now it's a ramp for a whole lot of nothing. Oh wait, no, I can still move the globe. Roll the globe. Wait, do I need to get... Huh. So if the globe lands on there, can I keep rolling the globe? I cannot keep rolling the globe. So that we can get the globe over there. I get the feeling I need that object not to be there. Oh, do I need to make the melon move at this point? Wait, maybe I can make the melon move again by turning the stand. Not like that. Nope. No interaction. I can't possess the melon because it's not an object. Swing the sword will do nothing from here. What does Sissel actually have to think about this? This thing is pretty heavy. It's got a good swing to it. It's sharp enough to cut the medicine bottle in two, though. It's not long enough, is it? Then I could use this sword still. Okay, so I get the feeling I need to launch the globe up onto the sword to get sufficient distance. I see. I need to go across, take the thing down with that thing in the middle. I think I get it now. So after the fate change, I'll be in the fan, and I'm going to blow the paper around to get over there. So it seems like the sequence is, I get over to the medicine bottle. So the first order of business here is to undo this left hook. Lower this arm, go across on the curtain. Next thing to do is to drop this base thing. So for that, we need to turn the globe stand, spin the globe, and then we need to set up the lever by undoing the other frame, and drop the globe onto the lever. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, that is what I wanted to happen. Then we go back to the other side, raise this up, spin this, and rock it. Now, swing the arm. Plunk. I love the slow-mo. That is too much, buddy. That is way too much. I think maybe he even took too much medicine. Such a greedy man. Huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules of water. Why doesn't he know that? Aw, cut the guy some slack. There, see? Cleared the too much medicine challenge.
Phew, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson.
Huh?
He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything.
I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. So I can talk to him now and tell him that that's a recording of his daughter, not actually his daughter being kidnapped, right? And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, but the furrow on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows.
Look, detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial. The man himself wants to be executed.
But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession.
But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back. I told you I don't want anybody coming near me.
Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight.
But what?
So please, just give me a little more time.
I just got a call from the prison. A death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment.
But
When he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out tonight.
But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden?
I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it.
So, you really think you can't talk to the police, eh? I'll launch myself over there. Maybe if we swing again. Hey, take a look at this. Sissel, there you are. Sounds like the minister's being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight. And he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynn what I had learned about the kidnapping. Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still, that's no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? Poor man, I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs?
What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it.
Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. Kind of hard not to pay attention to.
By the way, please pardon me if this is a silly question. Were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right?
Are you talking about me?
No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream.
Don't you remember me?
My dreams talk to me.
Now I have a dream, eh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. You did down all of that medicine.
No, what am I going to do? Death row prisoner has escaped. He isn't executed tonight. My daughter, my Amelie.
Come on, Lynn, if you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again.
First of all, I need to see what's going on here. Just like before, I don't see the little girl here anywhere. So does this mean she really was kidnapped? But her mother's just sitting there. How did the kidnappers get a hold of the little girl? Can't reach anything from here. That's the right basement. The criminal woman was here in the basement. But why? I don't hear anything. I guess nobody's here. Darkness and quiet are relaxing, but there's no sense in staying. But that shouldn't be the case. This ball can't roll. Wait. Was it a replica of this room? The room she was in definitely had these same figures, this same device. But there wasn't a bowling ball, and the room extended further out on the left. Why was it the same? Lynn said something about the party poppers and the birthday cake being familiar. See anything more at this location. The location itself is still unidentified. Is she still holding... I really should pay the kidnapper's hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble, so I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. We still don't know what's happened to Camilla. That worries me. Hmm. 12:10 a.m. We've gone into the a.m. Game started at 7 o'clock. It's been 5 hours of stuff. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. Kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her, and so I'm paying the kidnapper's hideout a visit, to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them. And now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Yeah, this room is yeah, one of these rooms is a replica of the other. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about it. Big trunk. You referring to the trunk as the hostage? I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. All right, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. So they theoretically had her in that trunk for a while. I'm guessing I had the opportunity to go back and try to check on her at various points in time. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. Something else is bothering me too.
I don't think I've ever been to this room before. Something about it's giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Yeah, everything's the goddamn same. Candle can burn brighter, so I can open the door to give something a kick. I can make the decorations swing, just the one. That's not enough distance by itself to get me somewhere. It makes me think we need to first get the candle burning. I'm not currently in a sequence where I can rewind time, so there shouldn't be anything here that I can do that's irreversible. Hazelflunk doesn't particularly do anything just yet. This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, is something like this really necessary? If something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. Wonder if I can create a new core. Can I create a core by killing this guy while he sleeps? Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Oh, I can't get back over from that. Okay. Well, having one-way interactions is, handy in a way. Slight adjustments for the mantle. So what's my fire source? There's no trick I can pull from the dome. So this can be raised and I can get back up to these decorations for a reason. Oh wait, do I need it? It's still spinning. Okay, so I can still cross back over here. That gives me a better bridge in some cases. So by moving it up into that position, it feels like it would jostle something. Oh. Is that... doesn't swing quite far enough to reach the, Doesn't swing quite far enough to reach the candle, like,
right now. So we can bundle this up a bit. Kind of unravel. It's neat that it's like a remixed version of an older room. Oh, I can make this spin faster. Okay, candle's gonna have to get brighter while this is spinning faster. Can I just make the candle brighter and get by with that? There it is. Yup. Now I just need to lift the ribbons up by activating the balance toy. So lifting those ribbons up will cause that to light fire, and because of the way it's tilted, it should drop the clock into the right position for me to interact with the trunk. This guy is not super attentive. It's Camilla. Wait, was she? She's not the guy's daughter. They got the wrong person. This little lady is. Is this little lady really the daughter of the Justice Minister? Are they gonna see that it's the wrong person now? Or do they not know? She's so nonchalant. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know. We just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. I'm getting the feeling she's Jowd's daughter. I had actually guessed that like hours ago. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this beauty? Why here at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. Never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. So, I think this area has been set up by the super, like, the basement has been set up by the super to mimic this area for some reason, while also being a death trap, which seems like he's ironically trying to punish somebody. And the reality of the circumstance from 5 years ago is, I mean, theoretically Jowd shot his wife, but there was no evidence of him shooting his wife apart from his own confession. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here?
Camilla has a core. Camilla died, and something happened to bring her back to life, probably 5 years ago. That might be the reason why Jowd shot his wife. If they somehow knew that she had ghost powers, then Jowd might have shot her to enable her to use ghost tricks to save Camilla. Oh no, that's a good insight. So when we helped her out earlier, she didn't have one, which would have to mean that since then, she has died, but the death was fixed. Somebody else with powers of the dead saved her. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Wait, Missile has gained powers of the dead? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. This isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. Is there some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Well, Ray seems like the only other person we know that, seems to have those abilities? Sort of? It's unclear what abilities Ray has. Ray is a lamp. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? I gotta say, overall, I think the plot for this game has been, unexpectedly serious and heavy, and that's awesome. A lot of the presentation is goofy, but there's, a real cool intrigue thing going on here. I'm really looking forward to figuring out how this plays out. Lynn asked me to do something for her. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsic Park. It's a short to Dead End Drive. Wait a minute. It's called Temsic Park. The villains were talking about getting rid of all the Temsics? Or something about that. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. Wait a second. Do we save her in a subsequent chapter? That's weird. That would be weird. As I left it there, the music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know where. I don't know. You know, you don't have to humor me. Oops. So, what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes of the park just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. Bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. Better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. Now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Huh, she's a detective, you know? She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the justice minister? Father's gone. Gone. Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad, he's gonna die. It's all because of me. What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. Your father is Detective Jowd? That's right. 5 years ago, something really bad happened. A scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. It was Mom's birthday that day, which is why this is still a birthday setting. Maybe the reason why that scene is at the Super's house is that somebody was trying to recreate the scene of the crime.
I was home by myself, and I had an idea. I was gonna surprise my mom and set up that contraption. It's the same sort of it's a replica of the contraption that accidentally killed Lynn. The Cupid was meant to be facing the other way. The Cupid got flipped around. Was the Cupid flipped around by a ghost trick? And then all the ropes burned away, so it was unclear what happened. And Jowd took responsibility for it because it was Camilla's accident. I know that contraption. I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, a birthday message. But the Cupid flipped around. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. That explains a good bit. But this the writer behind this is not sort to leave things pinned on accidents, which is something I particularly like about their writing. I believe that this was caused by a ghost trick. Somebody getting vengeance on Jowd for being killed 5 years earlier. The powers of the dead working for only a single night is a peculiar mechanism that I can't untangle right now. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. You're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. Talk more after that. I'm gonna rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. The fact that she has a core is really something. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. We couldn't meet at the restaurant. Weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deed. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. All right, as you wish, Beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is she talking to me? All right, we're leaving. Is he just gonna pack Camilla back up in that trunk? Yep. I should probably take her seriously on that threat. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? Jowd wouldn't tell her. One other thing stands out in my mind.
I can sense your presence in some of that kidnapper's final words. Those two know. The kidnappers know about the powers of the dead. It's possible somebody used the powers of the dead to murder Jowd's wife by twisting this little, this, like, fun little machine. Looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who'd been abducted, that the kidnapper had been holed up in Camilla's old house. They sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father's not the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could just be coincidence. Sensing my presence, they seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ah, how can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
Tried calling 100 times, my wife won't answer.
And his daughter's still missing.
It's complicated. Why does life be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
It's very real. Very true guy. Ah. Miss me, baby. Inspector Cabanella. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Brought him here?
Then, please don't apologize to me.
Ah, the love between teacher and student brings a tear to my eye. Okay. So, trying to surmise the value of remaining here. I can't reach Jowd to talk to him. What are your thoughts, Lynn? According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh, so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead? Apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. Kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. So Amelie was expected to go to the park, but she did sneak out after all. Oh right, you asked her to bring the music books. I get the feeling that I don't necessarily need to be here. I need to find out what's going on in the park. There's maybe some dialogue for me to stick around in here, but it's a big kerfuffle. Entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park.
Hey, look at that, the detective's back. Without knowing the situation, the scene would look pretty suspicious. So I guess hanging out here, I'm just stuck. Courtyard. Oh, yeah, that's outside of the prison. It's the house. So, wait. The girl, she mentioned something about periodically going by to Lynn's apartment. The line for Lynn's apartment isn't working? What's going on? Milla's the one who was kidnapped. This little girl's bed is empty too. Where could she have gone? Yeah, I have a suspicion. Did that clock ever get close enough to hear? No. And what's the limit of my scrolling? I can't scroll out of her apartment. So the fact that I couldn't get a connection in Lynn's... Oh, right, the phone got dunked in the water, didn't it? Yeah, that's what happened. Alright, well... I suppose I better continue to listen in to whatever's happening in the minister's office then. So the music box is theoretically at the park somewhere. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true. Two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. Two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever you do, you mean them. He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? The only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, then. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... Jowd's closer now. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, can't be. By the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. But what are you talking about?
Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to erase is yours. Is it true what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know?
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them.
So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. It made an impossible move.
An impossible move.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about these powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Zhao, there's still time before dawn, a little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
Camilla was a quiet little girl. She was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. There were two very strange points about the contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right, that was an antique gun I'd had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. Yeah, the gun should not have had a fuse at all.
And the other strange point was the movement of that cupid.
Cupid? Yeah, it like flipped around.
Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
What's your adjustment? What kind of adjustment?
Gun, of course.
Gun, eh? Come to think of it. It wasn't on the wall. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, as I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture.
Is it the same gun that's in the super's office? Wait, that means whoever created the scene at the super's office had to know about the presence of the gun. It had to either be the same person who was, like, rehearsing this? Was it a rehearsal? But how could it be a rehearsal? You'd have to understand the exact contraption Camilla was going to build.
I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. One thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police. I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in.
Important information. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where's that music box now?
In Temsic Park, Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. How's the inspector gonna deal with this? Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd, and do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
Yet again, I say easy enough for you to say.
What's going on?
Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate.
A little change in plans. My daughter's been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something.
But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back in prison, everybody's waiting for you. A special seat just for you, baby.
And I guess we better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. That's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend. More ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
Please don't bow down to me, and especially not that low.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Someone's gonna hang out here. Van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. You show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate. Excuse me, Mr. Minister? I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it?
Somebody else who I trust even less.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. What do you think, Jowd?
Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who's kidnapped.
She isn't the one, I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost?
Yes?
I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. You're the only one who can change this situation.
Okay, so I've theoretically got 10 minutes to get a phone call into here from his daughter. Oh, I don't think the game actually has me on a timer for this. Cancel that. To go from medicine bottle to that. No, not to him. There. Yeah. In the original controls, this was handled by stylists. It's probably easier to move around. So first things first, let's check Lady Red's apartment again. Daughter's still missing? Oh, no, she's back in bed. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Where have you been? Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistaken written abduction does too. Unlock Cavanella's theme music. Okay. It is past midnight, and I do have to get stuff done tomorrow, so we're gonna have to call it here and get back to it a bit later. That is probably going to be late Monday night, thinking like post 9 o'clock, because I've got some other business to take care of. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'm very much wrapped up in this and figuring out the mystery of it all. For now, though, this has been Jupiter Exile. I hope we wander again soon. Good night.